Hello guys, welcome once again to my channel. I am Mekwi Bazil. As you all know, I am a student or an intern at the Virtually Testing Foundation in, in California, USA. It's with delight to share with you my past accomplishments, both in the company I worked in and even at VTF, and how this promoted me to the current position, the Information Security Administrator, in which I am presently occupying. Notwithstanding, I am prone to errors. However, the comment sections below, you can comment and help give me lights or tips which I can improve myself in as my career unfolds. Thank you, and let's go on in our presentation. It is important for us to know that life is a journey and we choose how we live on earth. Notwithstanding, it is important for us to understand that we are the product of how we live this our life. Our accomplishments and our future are part of this same life we live in. Working with VTF for these past 8 weeks has been an incredible journey, an experience to keep living and achieving goals for society and the world. Securing systems, networks, environment, companies, enterprises, organization is something which is so good and wonderful that penetration testers or blue team hackers implement in order to avoid cyber threats to the society. Apart from VTF, I also experience IT and other things in various domains as far as the IT is concerned. Let's go onwards to list my past experiences. For the first part of my experience, I have been working for almost 5 years now with the Ministry of Posts and Telecommunications in Cameroon, and I've been working with them as a telecommunication and an IT engineer. Therefore, areas which I've worked within these 5 years at this company include projects. I've been involved in projects which I work, such as the interconnection of public administrations using optical fiber. This project connects public administration using optical fibers to the internet and to share files. It is important to note that regarding this project, we were able to evaluate the equipment needed, the bandwidth required for sharing information and connecting them to the internet, and also to evaluate the budget of the overall installation and how it can be implemented. This project was launched for some selected administrations, public administrations, and they were all connected using the optical fiber. Notwithstanding, some are working as of now, while others are still on standby because many administrations had to relocate to their new environment, therefore requiring that the organization in charge for this equipment are to come and uninstall them from the previous locations they were found and finally install them at the current location in which they are located. That was for the phase 1. Phase 2 of the project is ongoing and is to be installed in almost all the remaining administrations in Cameroon. That's for the interconnection of public administrations. The second project I worked in is the National Emergency Telecommunication System or network. It has 5 components There's a global open trunking architecture. There is the CRS, which is the Coalition Emergency Response System. There's VSS, Visual Surveillance System. There is a virtual conferencing subsystem. There is the um, e-police. E-police is the same as the smart security, and all of these function with optical fiber or the satellite system. Optical fiber is the main system that is being used. Satellite system is for the backup should in case the optical fiber fails. The main component of these 5 components listed is the Coalition Emergency Response System. This project aims the aim of this project is to establish a call center which will treat emergency cases in the country by receiving calls and redirecting these calls to the right units such as hospitals, police stations, the firefighters, and so on. And to be precise, these stations or these units are to are supposed to be at the closest proximity of this of the incident that we are trying to treat. Notwithstanding, apart from studying this entire project, we also studied the core network elements of this project, which are the MSC, the the HLR, the media gateway, the new generation network call center, the IVR, the CAD, the MDS, and other systems that are interconnected to make sure that this national emergency telecommunication network functions properly. Another project I worked in is the indoor and the outdoor coverage network in major stadiums in Cameroon for the CAN, that's the African Nations Cup, and the African Championship Cup, which was held in Cameroon in the year 2021-2022. The committee was set aside to elaborate the network coverage in stadiums so that while watching football, you can have a stable internet connection, mobile network connection, security control systems, and among others, elements in the stadium for the security of users or spectators in the stadium. For all of this, we used Microsoft Office suites such as Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Access, Visio projects to be able to elaborate these projects listed above. We also use Linux systems for programming. I also learned Python programming. We also use Cisco Packet Tracer and SPSS for analysis. Second experience, which we will look into, certifications. I worked hard and I studied with all that I am. And if you look at it very well, I am almost at past 3 a.m. recording this, showing that I am intended to study, to improve my knowledge, and to expand in the IT industry as far as cybersecurity is concerned. And I acquired certificates in business administration, project management, certified secure computer user, certifications of achievement for completion of foundations of operationalizing mid-attack frameworks. I also had awards, certificate of participation of the 5G network. That means the technology, the evolution, the business models, the regulations that are being used for 5G. There is a certificate of completion for the purpose-driven church, helping us to understand our purpose on earth. There was a certificate of participation at the seminar of entrepreneurship of My Nation and I. This is a group of individuals who had this seminar to be able to teach young Cameroonians on entrepreneurial skills. A certificate of excellence for work assiduity and punctuality at my department in the ministry which I work in, the Ministry of Post and Telecommunication. So these are some of the certificates that are listed, or the awards that was awarded to me while I was working. Now let's go to past experience as the last experience I have had, especially as an information security administrator intern at Virtual Testing Foundation. The various skills I acquired while in promotion was operationalizing mute and attack systems. I also um, had acquired experience in the Plum Enterprise for security data analysis and interpretation. The Agile frameworks using the Scrum Foundation for project management. There's open source intelligence that I gained to be able to acquire or gather information. There was network security, endpoint security using Harmony endpoint solutions to secure computers in an enterprise wherever they are found and connected to the internet to avoid viruses entering into the internet. Web application security, penetration testing to get flaws into systems and reports to the authorities concerned so that they will be able to amend and fix their flaws and so that they can avoid possible future attacks. I also learned the foundations of containers and visualizations, among others. It is also important to note that apart from technical skills acquired, a good employee should also know that there will be some challenges in enterprises or organizations, and they have to look for ways to be able to solve and fix such issues. Now, some of these ways or some of these methods I learned are how to manage conflicts, effective communication skills, how to communicate your points well, team management, how we manage our teams, business administration, and project management. So